Hello Aquarius, welcome to your weekly intuitive reading. I am doing this reading on August 8th, the 8-8 Lionsgate portal, which is basically just magnified energy, assisting us in our soul's growth, in our evolution, to really strip away illusions, let go of our old patterns and wounds, and see where we can go from there. So I did a collective reading on the Lionsgate energy last night. So if you feel compelled to, it is on the channel, check it out. But let's get into your reading for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Aquarius, I'm getting a lot of heat, mostly coming up the left side. You may be experiencing this highly charged energy as a Kundalini awakening, which is the energy that lies dormant at the base of our spine until it is time for us to, it will spontaneously awaken you, but it can be very uncomfortable at times. It's meant to really lighten up. It's meant to really activate all of our chakras, not just the 7 main chakras, but all of the chakras throughout the body and energy system, and connect us to our soul self, our higher self. It feels, the left side of the body is the feminine energy. So maybe your feminine energy is being activated at this time, which is your energy of receptivity, intuition, love, nurturing, fluidity, ability to remain present and flow with the guidance of the energy. Gratitude at the bottom. And pick up on the intuitive messages sent from the higher self, sent from the divine, to then inspire the masculine energy within to take action, to respond. Let's see what comes through for you, Aquarius. Boy, these readings have been very physical for me lately. A lot of highly charged energy. We've had a lot of solar activity over the course of the past week. I mean, a lot more than we have been. And then we had yesterday a few X-class flares, as well as, the stars are aligning, the planets are aligning. There's just a lot of energy going on, and it is stirring up a lot of the energy from within that may have been laying dormant for a while. It's bringing up a lot of the junk from the trunk, so to speak, for many people. We have honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. So there may be some things that you have swallowed so deeply, emotions, that you continue to push down instead of letting them flow through you and acknowledging them and releasing them. You may have in the past, but we go through cycles, and we're in this cyclical energy where we experience something and then we're freed from it to move on in our journey, and then we experience it again, which brings up, we experience something that triggers these deep emotions, is what I'm saying. They can be the same experience, they can be different experience. It can be from the same people, it can be from different people. Same events, different events. Same emotion, always. And we're meant to walk through that fire, experience that fire, each time with more growth, with more wisdom, more knowledge, until we're at a point where we can go through these cycles with ease and grace, bringing us to a more peaceful state and balanced state. So there's definitely something that you're being asked to get real honest with yourself about. Loneliness. Excuse me. I know that I'm never alone. Aquarius, you may be feeling very left, like the divine has left you. I did put a post. I had a lot of times I'll get inspirational quotes or sayings or things to post onto my Facebook page. So you can, that information's in the description box if you want to follow me there. It was, the teacher is silent during the test. So when we're being tested, when we're being challenged, we're not fully getting the guidance or our hand held through things as we are usually accustomed to. And it feels like you're left alone, you're left all by yourself. And I remember going through this so many times. I mean, I still do, but I understand it now. To a much greater degree than I used to. And I used to just look up at the stars or the sky like, why? Where are you? You know, and it's always during a challenging and emotionally challenging time. You're never alone. Your higher self is with you always. Your guides are with you always. The divine is with you always. You're just going through a test. And the teacher is silent during the test. Spiritual awakenings, they are not easy, especially in this modern day world that we are in. Although I don't think that in any genre they were easy, but definitely in the Western culture it is a lot more difficult to navigate, let's say. I feel, because it's not revered, it's not honored, it's not understood. And in other cultures there are shamans, there are guides that are, and it is, you know, it is a sacred experience where you are like guided through by other beautiful beings on the planet. Although there's always a moment of solitude for those as well, because that is part of the spiritual awakening process. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So I'm not sure exactly what you're being tested or challenged with at this time. It could just be deep emotions that are arising that had to do with some conflict or something from the past that is coming back up to be met with you again. Be sure that you're not swallowing it back down or pushing it away, suppressing it, because it will continue to give more pressure, and the pressure will build and build and build, and it will be uncomfortable. It is really asking you to see from the bigger picture, see both sides of a situation, understand this from a bird's eye view. We have grief at the bottom, honoring the grief process as well. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So I feel that, Aquarius, you've been touched by the divine through whatever avenue it has been for you. It could be through another person, it could be through a pet, an experience, and it really, it awakened something deeper within you. This is just an activation. This is within you that was awakened. And then we put it back to sleep when we're challenged and tested. Going through the grief process, though, understand that you're going to go through anger, you're going to go through denial, you're going to go through bargaining, you're going to go through depression until you finally get to acceptance. And you may cycle through the grief process quite a few times. Discipline below that is just really asking you to have more of a spiritual, disciplined practice for yourself of presence. being very present with life, being very present with your emotional body, being very present with how you feel, and very honest with how you feel. That will guide you deeper into what it is, the root cause of what it keeps you feeling separated from the divine, feeling separated from your higher self, feeling separated from others and from life. Until that root is pulled out completely, it will continue to grow and evolve through your body and cause disease, distress. This grief could also be from a loss of a loved one, through a death, through a parting of ways. Be grateful for the experience of having had the experience with this divine, I don't want to say counterpart, it could be counterpart for some. Beloved. Yes, thank you. It is an opportunity to appreciate that experience. Funny, higher self was just flipped over random. So your higher self is with you and speaking to you always, and really asking you to connect with your higher self, which could be your personal spirit guide, the Lovers, reflection. This could be one of the an experience with a counterpart. Like I said, the Lovers, twin flame, however you want to call it. Take what resonates for you. This could be a parent, a child, a best friend, someone that touched you deeply, activated you, connected you. But you are always connected. We disconnect from the mind, the mental chatter, the conditioning that we were brought up with, the conditioned world we live in, the matrix world that we live in. What else for Aquarius? We're also getting real honest with ourselves about our hang-ups, about ourselves. Could be your physical body, it could be any of your abilities, your ability to connect to life, to others, to yourself. It's time to really get honest with yourself. Be honest and truthful. And expect that, always. To be your own counsel, your own guide. And to call upon your higher self, your guides, the divine, when needed. To stay connected, stay present. We have the Star. Now the Star card is the card of healing, but the Star card is not the Star is not an easy energy to go through, because it is pooling, like I said, these deep-rooted emotions that have kept us separated and fragmented from our true soul self, from life itself, in order to heal, in order to release and let go. Fill with honesty. The Star is asking you to get real honest with yourself. Be very present with yourself. What are you feeling? Why are you feeling what you're feeling? Get deeply involved in your emotions. That is your energy. And we have Karma. Karma is just basically cause and effect. It is linked to the mind, our consciousness, our perception, and our actions and reactions to life. What comes around goes around, but how we react, respond, the energy we put out comes back. The way we view the world, the way we perceive the world is how it's going to show itself to us. And that is, you feel very lonely in this. But you are not. You're never alone. This is a tough time for many people. It's very highly charged energy. Yeah, I felt that. We have the Ace of Flames with empathy. So again, I was reading that right. There was someone, something that lit you up, that activated you. And that is your true essence. But when things go haywire, when things don't go the way we perceive them that they are supposed to go, we then deactivate ourselves, separate ourselves once again. And it's important, and we start to form judgments and place blame. And it is part of the cycle. It is meant to bring up deep-rooted inner child trauma and pain and perceptions. But it's important to try not to see things as they actually are. They are not as they seem. See things from a higher perspective. Try to see the other side of the situation. So that you don't, the lower mind gets activated, meaning when the lower mind gets activated, that's the part of the brain, the mind, that starts to develop stories that are based off of past experiences that are painful. So we fall into victim consciousness. We fall into all of these different patterns and coping mechanisms to deal with the pain instead of facing it head on, the truth of the situation. The truth of what life is trying to show us, what's trying to activate and enliven within us. We've got to bring up all the old gunk and remove it over and over and over again. 5 of Crystals. Overall is speaking of feeling left out in the cold, feeling that nobody understands you, and actually this is a direct mirror to not seeing both sides of a situation, not having the empathy and the compassion for others that are going about their journey. They don't know what they do, but you're separating yourself mentally and emotionally, pulling yourself away from others, and it feels like they're pulling themselves away from you. It is an illusion. But it leaves you feeling lost and confused and left out in the cold. Like nobody cares. Maybe you find yourself being ghosted by another or by others. Or just not responding to your calls, not responding to your texts, or not even acknowledging your existence while you're standing right there. That is a reflection of you not even being connected to yourself, not acknowledging yourself. Okay, what else do we have for Aquarius? These have been deep readings today. It's the 4th one I've done. So check out some of the other ones if you feel compelled to, because we do have all 12 zodiac archetypes operating within us and around us and within others. To get an overall view, a deeper perspective. And the collective message was all about letting go. Release, letting go. So make sure that you check that out if you feel called to as well. Oh, I almost spilled all the cards on the floor. Okay. We have suffering in silence and transformation. So again, like I said, the star is not an easy energy to go through. This is an energy of healing. This is an energy of pulling out from the root these deep emotions so that we can hold new hope, a new perspective for life. I'm also compelled to, this card is representing the energy that we're currently in. The star Sirius is known as our spiritual sun. It's our sun's sister sun. It is way bigger than the sun, but a very powerful energy. So it is showing you that you have swallowed and suppressed and repressed so much that you continue to cause your own suffering, and you're suffering in silence. You are going through a transformation while you are suffering in silence. Maybe you don't feel like anybody understands you while you're going through the spiritual awakening. That is definitely part of the process. Because true, if you don't understand yourself, certainly nobody else is going to understand you either. But try it. Try it. If you get real and honest with yourself and maybe express the true you, you might be pleasantly surprised. Shocked even, I'm hearing, at the energetic response from others that you may not have expected. You're not alone. My eyes are constantly being drawn. Emotional loss wanted to come out. Drawn to this karma card, because you see the lotus flower at the top? The lotus flower grows in the dark, yucky, mucky, nasty stuff. And it grows this beautiful flower. But you also see the water. Water represents our emotions. And here I see this hole in the water, the depths of emotion. The waters run deep. Allow yourself to go there. You're not alone in it. The teacher's silent during the test, but the teacher is there. The teacher is you. The teacher is also your higher self and your guides. You are not alone. You are overcoming this. Each time we pass through the emotional portals, we gain more perspective, we gain more awareness, self-awareness, we gain more wisdom, growth, freedom, liberation from what has held us suffering in silence. No more, Aquarius, no more of that. It's time to break through. Okay. I felt that. Okay, sacral chakra, partnerships and alliances. So there definitely has been another someone that has activated your inner flame. Your inner flame of passion, desire, sexuality maybe, passion for life. And then it came and went, right? It came and went. And that revealed to you your own inner authority, your guard, your block, your inner protector. It keeps you isolated in this icy cold state, feeling separated and alone, as well as the grief process. The grief process is meant to be the grief process for the old version of you, the ego self. The ego that it has held you hostage and suffering in silence is slowly dying. And the ego will grasp and hold on, and it's like, it's not safe. You need me. I am you. It is only an aspect of you that you have developed through childhood trauma, through what the star is asking you to look into and heal. Release. Acknowledge and release. Use that as your power, your wisdom, your strength. Okay. Whew. A lot of energy going through me right now. Let me just take a breath here, Aquarius. We have one more message for you from the Starseed Oracle. While I shuffle, if you wouldn't mind taking the time to clicking the like button if you are liking this video, the thumbs up button below this video. I deeply appreciate all of you who do. It helps get this messages out into circulation. It helps the channel's growth. Feel free to comment. I love to read all of your comments. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. You know, the readings can't always be happy-go-lucky. They do go deep. We're running into, you know, an understanding, a deeper understanding of why we're feeling what we're feeling, why we're experiencing what we're experiencing at this time. It is to free us from that old gunky muck, free us from karma, so that we're not repeating. Even when the cycles repeat, we're not going to repeat. The lower mind is not going to get activated and charged into the old consciousness. You will see. I keep saying, you will see. You will see. We have deep cellular healing, AQUARIUS energy, physical and emotional healing, and we have earthed, learning how to be human in the world, but not of it. So it's really important to get in touch with your feelings so that you can allow this energy to do what it's meant to do and help you heal and clear a lot of the gunk from the trunk, like I was saying. You're going to feel so much better. All right. Your body knows how to heal. Healing is your natural state. Physical and emotional disharmony can be a reflection of how the world, inner and outer, has been out of alignment. If you're suffering from a mystery or chronic illness, don't allow yourself to think you've done something wrong. Today, it's difficult to navigate our health. If this card has made its way to you, you're being called to focus on your healing in practical ways, to prioritize your health, to be kind and tender to your miraculous body, to give yourself the grounding and care you need, to put your body first, to nourish yourself as you would a newborn baby, to treat yourself with tender care. You may be called to switch things up with your body or your emotional well-being, to call in a team of helpers to support you in navigating any challenges you may be experiencing emotionally. The Arcturians are a galactic group of beings who have mastered deep cellular and emotional healing. They want you to know that it's possible to feel vibrant in your body and feel well in your skin, to have your cells return to effervescence and vitality, to find calmness and contentedness, to have a soothed nervous system and a tranquil heart. You've already experienced this, Aquarius, I'm telling you. What you are grieving, what you had experienced, that activation, that is you. That has nothing to do with the other person or the other whatever had activated you. Even though our mind, our perception thinks it is. That is you. Know that that can return, but you must release and allow this healing to happen. Okay, we're going to go into Earth. I forgot to mention, if any of you are feel called to or are interested in a personal reading, you can book that through my website. That is BeTheChange333.com. The information is in the description box below this video. And the readings are still on sale. The prices are already marked. Okay. Last message for you, Aquarius. We have Earth. The challenge for all souls having a human experience is to be in the world, but not of it. To realize they are souls having a human experience and be fully conscious of it. To have their soul fully embody their body. People's personalities tend to relate to either transcendence or immanence. Those who lean towards transcendence have a longing for the heavens and the metaphysical. They yearn for a personal experience with God and to be lost in the heavens. They are envious of the angels and are more comfortable praying and hanging out in the stars than on earth. Those who tend towards immanence have attached themselves more to earth and their body. They spend more time thinking about things in this physical world rather than connecting with the heavens or their own mystical inner worlds. Being a fully embodied soul having a human experience means finding the balance between transcendence and immanence, being in the world but not of it. Most starseeds are drawn towards transcendence. They're more comfortable with the angels and the heavens. Life on earth can be more difficult for them. If this is you, you're being reminded that you chose to be a soul in a body on earth. And you're being called to focus more of your energies in the physical world, to learn how to be human, a soul in a human body, fully present to what life on earth has to offer you. And again, I keep hearing presence, presence, presence. Put that into a practice on an every now moment, being present to whatever feelings are coming up, be present to whatever is, showing itself to you, and not to get lost in the sauce, so to speak, either in the cosmic sauce or in the earthly sauce. So that is your message for this week, Aquarius. Wow, that is pretty deep, but you are being guided through this, and this is a healing time for you, for everybody. So I hope that you find this helpful for you, and I'm sending you out so much love. Take care. Bye.